Hello, my name's Andreas Wuholm, and I'm going to be telling you about the life cycle of Bob the Ice Cube. But before I tell you the story of Bob, you're going to have to know some information about molecules. If you took any of the three stages, such as a liquid, and you made it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, you'd eventually end up with a molecule. Molecules are very alike to atoms. They are small beings that form up objects. Now, the molecules in a solid state are very tightly packed together, so that makes the objects solid, have a definite amount of volume and a definite shape. Now, the molecules in a liquid state aren't as tightly packed together as they are in a solid state, but more tightly packed together than they are in the gas state. So, if they aren't that tightly packed together, then they have no definite shape, but they do have a definite volume. Now, in the gas state, the molecules are very far apart from each other, so they could take on any shape and have any amount of volume. Now, if Bob is tired of being in the solid stage and wants to join his cousin Bobby in the liquid state, he could easily do that. All he has to do is make the temperature really warm, making the molecules, which he's made up of, go faster and faster so that they will eventually move further away from each other, creating a liquid. Now, if Bob's cousin Bobby was tired of being in the liquid state, then he could easily be a solid state if he goes through the freezing stage. Now, the freezing stage is basically making the liquid in a really cold temperature, making the molecules come closer and closer and closer together, making them really tightly packed together, thus making a solid. Now, if Bobby in the liquid state is really tired of being in the liquid state, there is one other state that he can take on, which is the gas state. Now, Bobby has another cousin in the gas state whose name is Bob Delius. Now, if he would like to be in Bob Delius' state as a gas, he would have to go through the stage of vaporization. Now, vaporization is basically heating up the liquid so that its molecules grow even further and further away from each other, thus creating a gas. Now, if Bobby feels that he has been in Bob Delius' stage for too long, as maybe a gas, and wants to be a liquid again, he has to make the temperature really cold so that the molecules come together again and form a liquid. Now, when this happens, it is called the condensation stage. Now, Bob, who is in the solid stage, could also be in the gas stage while skipping the liquid stage transition. Now, when that happens, it is called sublimation. This can only happen with very dry objects, so it's probably not going to happen to Bob, but dry ice, for example, when it gets heated up, it'll turn straight into a gas because the dry ice molecules are very tightly packed together. Well, this is the end of my presentation. I hope my information has been of use to you, and thanks for listening to my presentation.